WWE 2K26 lately has been on fire. Last couple of days have been crazy. We're going from teasers to covers and just, I can go on and on and on. The covers are simply really good. I'm not too big of a fan of the Triple H one now that I had a little bit of time to digest it, but the Attitude Era one and the Monday Night Wars cover is really nice. I do want the Attitude Era cover as a physical edition. Unfortunately, I don't know if that'll happen, but man, would it be great to see the Attitude Era cover and just have it, to collect, because that's a collector's edition cover. That's something that you want. That's something that you want years down the line. But unfortunately, we've seen that not only WWE 2K, but a lot of, gaming companies and publishers have decided that, we don't really need many more physical copies. We could just be in the digital era. Now, it would be cool if Xbox allowed us to change the actual cover that we choose, because you can buy whatever edition you want, and you're still going to get the standard edition in the actual menus, right? So I'm complaining about stuff that, it's just a little detail there, but the covers are so nice that I would love to see them physically. To continue getting updates on WWE 2K26, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, because we are on our way to 25,000 subscribers. Let's go on ahead and get back into it. Let's go on ahead and stop the cover talk, man. We got some more clues. We got another picture, looks like an extension called Teaser 2 from the WWE game site, and it seems like we see the WrestleMania 29 tombstone. And the first thing that comes to mind is, okay, showcase, Undertaker versus CM Punk. That's what comes to mind. And I think that is a really cool thing if we are getting Taker versus CM Punk, because that means that we are going to get a Taker with the Mohawk and all that. And I think that's kind of cool. We've had him in the past, I believe, but I don't believe that we've had him recently. Let me know if I'm wrong if we have Undertaker with the Mohawk this year. With the slingshot mechanic gone, I am excited to see what they are going to do with a quote-unquote CM Punk showcase, right? Because that's what has been in the reports, and that's what I think it is at this point, because I don't think it's any Attitude Era showcase. We've already seen that before. It'd be really hard for fans to accept another Attitude Era showcase, in my opinion. I think it would be cool, but I also think that we are kind of past that. I hope that the Attitude Era just means completely something else when it comes out at 26. I'm excited for that as well, to see what direction we're going to be looking at. And the other thing we see is a dumpster. We've heard that a dumpster match is coming to 26 already, and that is, again, interesting, right? Because I'm a little bit scared because of how the mechanics work in a casket match and all that stuff. That's the only thing that scared me with the dumpster match. It's probably going to be a real similar match aside from animations and things like that, unless 2K went in and switched a lot of the mechanics in these matches, the casket, the ambulance, and now, a potential dumpster match being in the game. I think that's something to keep in mind of, because, again, I am not really sure how that'll work. I'm hoping that they go on ahead and go in there and switch some things around, switch some important elements of some of these matches to make them feel different and make the matches feel just like you're playing its own match and nothing is really attached to it, because that's a problem that I was having for a little bit now for the last 2 years, where I love the fact that these gimmick matches are in the game, but it also feels like there's a bit of a step back with the mini games that we're using for these matches, because submission matches are getting messed up in the whole process, and if you touch submission matches, then casket matches are being messed up in the whole process. So it's one of those things, man, where hopefully we continue to see the right changes across the game. But if this does mean dumpster match and we address everything I just said, I think that's going to be exciting to see in a game, man. It seems like they're going for everything that was in the Attitude Era. And not only that, in these clues, it seems like they are trying to kind of quote unquote confirm everything that we've already been hearing over the last couple of days and getting those out the way. So there's going to be a point, in my opinion, where we're going to start seeing stuff that we may not know that hasn't been reported yet. So I think that them going this route is probably the best thing. So I'm excited to see what we're going to get over the next 2 days, because after Thursday, we already know we got Friday coming in, and we are going to be talking about, okay, what edition are we pre-ordering? So that's definitely something to keep in mind as well. And the last one we got is a 6-pack of beers, I guess. And at first I was looking at it, I'm like, oh, this look a little bit different, but nah, man, this is basically a 6-pack of beers. And what is that? Stone Cold? I mean, I'm not sure what this could mean. Stone Cold, you know, he's been on the last 2 covers, Monday Night Wars and the Attitude Era covers, but I just really don't know what the 6-pack of beers could mean. Personally, I'm a little bit interested in that part because it really doesn't give us anything unless you're going to allow me to, when Stone Cold wins, you're going to throw beers at me, or if I'm going to be able to throw beers at somebody and bring it out as a weapon. I really don't know, bro. I'm a little bit confused as to the 6-pack of beers, but we'll have to see what that means, right? Is he going to be a part of anything with the showcase? Who really knows? Because just putting that there next to the tombstone of WrestleMania 29, I don't know, it just leaves you thinking. That's just my 2 cents. But thus far, man, we got 3 clues. We didn't get as many clues with this one. And before I went to going ahead and post this video, they dropped some more teasers. So I had to come back in here and record this one because this one is a little crazy. They revealed so much with this picture, and as you see in the bottom, you see the thumbtacks, and that basically is part of what we saw yesterday, so that's really nice to see as well. I love the way that they're revealing these things because it's just parts of the images. I'm really interested in seeing what's going to be on the rest of this thing, but for the most part, we see a ladder here, right? And the first thing people thought with this ladder was, all right, Jeff Hardy and CM Punk. Obviously, they had a match in 09, you could put this in the showcase. We still don't know if Jeff Hardy is going to be in the game, but again, if it's a CM Punk showcase as the rumors say, then this could be very, very true. Now, that's one thing to go on ahead and keep in mind of. You see a gasoline can and a fire extinguisher as well. That, to me, with the rumors of the Inferno match and all that stuff that they've been talking about, this could very well mean that. Now, at the very top, you see Light It Up. And that, to me, is AJ Lee. Now, there hasn't been any reports really of AJ Lee, but this, to me, confirms AJ Lee. Now, whether she's base roster, DLC, we don't know. Mr. Iguana, that's another person that was teased, but we don't really know much about that either, whether it's base roster or DLC. So, again, we only have this information, very vague. But if we have our knowledge and opinions, it seems like a lot of these things, we could be getting them right. We also see a sledgehammer and a bat. So that, I'm not really sure what that completely means. Some people were trying to say Sting, but I don't think that's Sting, y'all. I'm not going to lie. Sting's bat was black, so not sure. But Sledgehammer, Triple H, which I'm not sure what that could mean. And then you see Obey None, Conquer All. That sounds like a Brock Lesnar thing, to be honest, but I'm not really completely sure. But everything in the middle looks pretty much very, very easy to tell with certain things. We just don't know what exactly these things mean. Again, all speculation, but 2K got us speculating, boy, I'll tell you that much. Another thing I wanted to talk about is that there have been some reports surfacing online about current gen finally being out of the equation. And man, I kind of do feel bad for last generation, you know, players and people that have not been able to get the current generation consoles, but it's definitely time. I mean, we got over 5 years, like, I'm good, you know, and I think that this will be a step forward for the franchise. If true, we still don't have any official confirmation yet, but I believe by Friday we will actually know what consoles the game will be on, and that'll be just confirmed at that point. But as of right now, this is what we have at the moment. There's even a release date floating around out there. I'm not sure how 100% true that is. So again, we take a lot of this information with a grain of salt till we hear back from WWE and we see what they're going to go on ahead and do and when they confirm it and how they confirm it. On Friday, we will have a lot of answers to these questions that we have, because we've already been seeing, you know, a lot of these things get answered throughout the teasers. I had a lot of just speculation and just wonders going into this week, and they have been slowly but surely putting those at ease with a lot of these clues, right? They wouldn't put a lot of these clues if these things were 100% not gonna work out. So again, something to keep in mind, man. There's a lot of news going on X, some fake, because there's a lot of wannabe leakers out there, but then we also have some reliable sources that have been reporting some things over the last couple of days that we just haven't been able to get a confirmation for. Nonetheless, though, we'll have to go on ahead and stay tuned for that. This channel will keep you posted on all that good stuff. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Make sure to stay tuned for the next one. I am giving away a couple of copies of Wwe 2K26, so make sure y'all stay tuned for that. I'm gonna catch y'all. Peace.